Hello, I'm Teko from teko.com and welcome. If you look at my course, which is available on my website, How to Start Your Own Business, I discuss in it the need to research your industry before you start your own business. It's a really important step, whether you're starting a new business or whether you're expanding a different type of business from the one you have now. It's all about the feasibility of your business idea. What you want to see is that this business idea you have suits you and is capable of flying. So you want information to support that. You want to look at legislation that might help or block what you want to do. Well, where do you find that information? I'd start with, say, the internet or the local library. The local library is a much forgotten resource these days. They have books and reference material. A good librarian is able to point you in the right direction for available data, published data that provides you with a good background about your industry. As for the internet, same thing. If you can craft a Google search, you will find background information about your industry. Now, be aware, this is the first step. You're trying to find out everything you can about the industry and look at highlights and lowlights to research a bit further. What else do you do? You could go to the industry association. Most industries have an association where their members are in that industry. They can often have a whole load of information about the industry and about business within that industry. They'll have the sizes of the industry, how many people are working in it. They might have information about the size of the market, including regional variations. This gives you information about competition. They may discuss trends in the industry about, whether technology is pushing the industry in a certain way, for example. And they might even identify opportunities and threats that arise from, say, new legislation or the economic circumstances of where you are. They often might describe barriers to entry. What are the barriers for you to actually get into the industry as a newbie? Another place you could go are government agencies, tourism bureaus, government agencies to do with commerce and so on will often have information about legislation that affects your industry. They'll have statistics or can point to the way of statistics around your industry. They sometimes have profiles about the current state of the industry and where it's going. And they often have regional profiles about how your industry fits into the region that you're interested in. This is good information to discover things like markets and competition. You might even go to online discussion forums and search for them in the industry, to do with the industry, and then join them. Now, online discussion forums can sometimes degrade into just a complaint fest, so be careful about them. But what they often do give you is an idea of the day-to-day issues that your industry is starting to throw out. Things that are beginning to affect people in that industry that they're complaining about. It often can give you ideas about opportunities to pursue or threats to be careful of. What else do you go to? You might go to your local chamber of commerce or other community organizations. They can have fairly localized information about your industry and the market, and they can give you some good information about site selection if you're opening a shop in the area. Other areas that you could go to, financial services companies. There's a company called Dun & Bradstreet, or D&B, which provides profiles about different industries, including their economic states at the moment. It can give you good economic trends about your industry. After all, you don't want to go into an industry where the longer term trend is downwards. Finally, you might have a look at company profiles. These sorts of profiles can give you good financial information about financial ratios that you need to start your business in that industry. And they will often discuss trends. They're closing down certain types of stores and opening others. They might be allying themselves with department stores as opposed to standalone stores and high streets and so on. That gives you a good idea about where you would want to open and where you might see different opportunities. So it's over to you now. It's important to work out and understand the information behind your business idea. Go through this process in a form that creates a feasibility study for the business idea that you have. Get across to the website, register in, and then make a comment under this blog post so that we can see how you're getting on in terms of researching your industry. While you're there, register for the newsletter so that these sorts of tips and tools on how to grow your business get sent to you directly. I'll see you over there.